All right, good morning, everyone. This is Dan Hunt with JSKA Rochester. Today is January 22nd and Saturday. We're planning to work on our moving through stance. We've been doing that over the last several weeks. And today we're going to put a whole bunch of different techniques to it that will resemble some of our kata that we've been doing, and also help us be mindful of the features of moving through stance. And then we'll get into some Tekki Nidan, break that down some more, and then finish up with some good stretching. Might add something else in the middle. We'll see what kind of time we got. Okay. All right. So thank you for coming, and let's get started. All right. All right, courtesy bow. All right, let's do just a little warm up. Seeing out the windows, it's kind of a sunny day. Still looks kind of cold. Can't wait for some sunshine and some warmth for next week. Changing hands and feet. All right, around. So notice all the warm-up part has movement with it. So what you're doing is you're getting your muscles used to moving kind of at range, okay? Which is different than stretching. Stretching, you're trying to get the muscle relaxed and stretched out so that when you use your movement at other times, it actually can go at a longer range. So it's more of a longer term improvement in your flexibility, and it takes a little bit longer time while you're doing it to actually make it effective. So the warm up, trying to get the muscles moving, okay, this way, and using some movement to try and get them used to being at range. Okay. Okay, twist. Okay, arms around, short, small circles. Now work on the shoulders and back. Forward and back. Palm up, forward and back. Palms back, forward and back. Across. Behind the back. On the shoulder. Okay, wrist down, let it fly, let it fly, let it fly, come back. Okay, pinky, thumb on the pinky, hand grabbing the thumb. Switch. Okay, switching arms. Down the back. Across. On the hip. Okay, wrist down. Switch. These last two stretches are really good for if you've got like a tennis elbow. And back, out of the way. Okay, feet apart, little squats. Warm the thighs up. Okay, take your right leg, put it back, do some swings around. Okay, now swing it in, opposite. This is that Mikazuki Gary style kick. I can still get it up to my head, that's good, just in case. Okay, switch legs, inside out. And switch it outside in. All right, swing it up to the side. Working those hip flexors. And switch side. I guess these would be adductors, I think. Okay, longer stances, so I pump it, pushing here. Ball the foot, same thing, push it. Really stretching in this area right here. Okay, straighten the front leg, pulse it. And we're gonna have to do some hamstring stretches a little bit later. Okay, other way. And ball the foot, press it, pulse it. And straighten the leg down. All right, good, hips around. Switch. And switch. All right, shake it out a little bit. Shoulders, back. Okay. All right, let's get started. All right, so reminder, key points to moving is using that squeeze, pushing off and getting onto that new driving leg that becomes our back leg, okay? So moving from here to here is really driven by this back leg, okay? Can be augmented with some hip rotation if we're, turning to our backside. But the squeeze and the pushing of the new back leg or new front leg, if you're moving backwards, I want to get onto this leg to push backwards. I want to open this hip if I'm going to do a blocking type technique. Otherwise, just keeping it nice and square. All right, so let's just start with moving forward and back. If your room's longer than it is wide and you can't get a single step forward and back, then maybe go sideways instead, still using the same leg. So let's start with our right leg forward. All right, so let's do Oitsuki forward and do rising block going backwards. So Oitsuki Jodan. So we're working on the squeeze, drive, push, okay? Neutral hip going forward, but then as you go back, you need to pull this hip so you can create even a little bit more energy going backwards with the hip movement, okay? So just rising, lunge punch Jodan, rising block, stepping backwards. All right, here we go. It's knee, Itch. Knee. Get that squeeze going. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Thump. She. Up. Up. Itch. Hut. Coo. Chew. Hype. Not good. Let's go the other way. Same thing. So if your tempo seems to be a little slower, don't forget I'm a nearly 60-year-old guy, right? So if you can't move as fast as I can, something's probably missing in what you're doing. Maybe you're not getting onto this knee enough. Maybe you're not squeezing. Maybe you're not on the back way using that hip to step backwards, okay? Or even worse is you get to here and your leg's straight. So now you're not actually pushing, okay? So look for those little leaks or omissions that'll help you move a little quicker. All right, here we go. Oitsuki Joran, and then Oshiro Agiuki. Let's add a Gyakuzuki to that Agiuki coming back. Ready? Itch. Knee. Come back. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Oh, that one, I didn't move my hip back. I could have been a little faster. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Okay, good. So hopefully you're getting a sense of squeezing and everything. One of the things about using that hip to step back, sometimes that hip will take this leg outside here. Okay, so that means that squeeze still has to happen even though I'm turning the hip. Okay, so that squeeze still occurs, but the hip needs to help it. Okay, all right, let's do same thing. This time punching Chudan, and we're going to step back with a Geidan Barai. Then after 5, we'll add Gyaku, go the other way, do 5, add Gyaku. All right, here we go. Chudan. Itch. Knee. Sorry, no Gyaku yet. Thump. Thump. She. Go. Now add Gyaku. Roko. CT. Hachi. Ku. Ju. All right, good. Other way. All right, I'm going to watch what you guys got going here. All right. So Oitsuki Chudan, step back Gyakuzuki. Elliot, Eric, what happened to your video? All right, here we go. Itch. And all the way back. No Gyaku yet. Knee. Thump. So Andy, do forward, slight pause, back, slight pause, wait for next count. She. Step back, Mary. So you're coming up on your back leg, Mary, you're not bending it, okay? Go. Now let's add Gyaku. Okay, make sure you deliver your whole body weight on the Gyaku. Same thing with on the Oitsuki. Deliver your whole body weight by driving with the back leg. Itch. Okay, now try and cut the time between block and counter, but still finish the block with a sudden tension. Nip. Okay, see, Elaine, that when you step backwards, first thing that happens is this hip goes up. Hip needs to drop and sink and move backwards. I know you got hip issues, but see if you can keep that hip down, okay? Because anything that hip goes up is gonna straighten your front leg in order to, because your leg doesn't is only one length, right? So once you start raising up, it has to straighten in order to get to connect to the hip. Here we go. Thump. Good movement, Mike. She. Okay, Dirk, be careful of that front knee again, collapsing. I think you need a bigger stick to whack on it, okay? Go! All right, good. All right, let's go the other way. Do something different. Okay, so now I want to do something similar, but with a full 180-degree turn. So let's start with, you guys are going to start with the right leg forward. Okay, again, if you need to go this way, start with your right leg forward. And we're going to turn all the way around to the other side. Okay, in the turning action, you got to have that hip rotation, right? So use that hip, okay, and also this. Okay, what I want you to do with this one, and it's gonna be a little odd for you, but I want you to, first one, I want you to do a front-handed punch. Okay, so in order to get that, let me show you from this angle. In order to get that, you have to turn this all the way around to be able to punch. Okay, otherwise, trying to punch like that is going to be a kind of a rounding action here. So I don't want you to stop in the middle to do this punch, but I do want you to get as fast around here as possible and punch straight. Okay, and then coming back after this punch, we're going to do the same going that way. We're going to do an uchuke. So from here, we're going to get on this leg, hip, squeeze, push, uchuke, and then we'll add a gyakuzuki to it, okay? All right, so we'll start this way. Okay, we're going to turn over to our right side and punch with our right. Let's punch chudan. Ready? Itch. And then again, coming back the other way. Itch. 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 Sorry. Itch. Itch. Okay, so this draw hand goes in this direction, shoulder, head, all that turn. I can't turn my head very much. I got bad neck, but I turn as far as I can so it brings the rest of the body. Okay, a couple more this way, and then we'll open it up to a gyakuzuki later. Okay, two more. Itch. Itch. One more. Itch. Itch. Okay, so now uchuke, add a gyakuzuki, and then we'll come back to kamae, go back the other way. Here we go. Itch. Knee. Some. She. Mary, I think you're going the wrong way on the first one. Turn to your backside. Yeah, that. Yep. And go. Yeah. Okay, so both of these you're turning to your backside. So let's start again. Everybody put your right leg forward. Okay. Now I want you to turn and stop before you start driving the leg out. So bring your feet together and turn all the way around with your hands prepared to do something. Ready, 1. No. Your right hand should still be up, Mary. There you go. Now, everybody go back again. Okay, ready? So right hand should be up. Itch. Nope, you're going backwards, Mary. You should be bringing your right leg that way to your right. Nope, that was to the inside. You should be going to the outside. That's to the inside. Go back. Turn to your backside. 1. There you go. Now it's ready. Now drive in 2. No, oitsuki. Oitsuki. Not uchuki, oitsuki. There you go. Now turning to your backside again. Uchuki, 1. No, Mary. No. Put your right leg forward. Now there it is. Yep, there it is. Good. And gyatsuki. Okay, and then come on. Okay, so this is punching right, blocking right with a gyatsuki. Okay, all turning to the back side of your hip. Ready. Itch. Knee. And a gyatsuki. Good. Come on. Itch. Knee. Nope, Mary, you're doing a moate now. All right. 20 jumping jacks. Come back when you're done. You got something in your brain you need to get rid of. Okay, here we go. Everybody, 20 jumping jacks. Go. Sorry, Andy. 20 jumping jacks. Okay. As they said in the Matrix, free your mind. Okay. Mary, this is a move from nearly every Shotokan kata. 180-degree turn, turning to the back side. The only thing that's different is we're doing a lunge punch from it with the same hand of the leg, okay, from the turn. So usually most of these turns involve a block of some sort. We're doing a punch. All right, here we go. Right leg forward, turning all the way around, oitsuki, itch. And then turning all the way around again, uchuki, gyatsuki. Ah, Mary, not mate. 180-degree turn. There you go. Good. Itch. Knee. 180-degree turn. There you go. Good. Itch. Knee. Okay, so when you're getting ready to do the first punch, it needs to be started as soon as you start driving with your, let's say this is your left leg. So as soon as you start driving with your left leg to do the turn, you should be engaging that punch and getting it to start flying out. Itch. Knee. Good. Come on. Itch. Knee. Mary, you went to mate again. Itch. Knee. All right, good. All right, Mike, just one little thing is as you start making that turn to the back side, this thing kind of looks like it's doing this. Okay, so your hip is leading like this and your body can't. So tuck, squeeze, and pull, okay? All right, let's go and let's pick this up. Let's go the other way. Try and negate the dizziness from the other side. Okay. Okay, again, this is a full 180-degree turn, turning to your back side. So everybody got your left leg forward. We're going to turn and punch with our right. And then we're going to turn uchuki, gyatsuki. Okay, ready? Itch. knee. Actually, no Gyakuzuki yet, okay? Itch, knee, itch, knee, itch, knee. So as you go backwards, you're sinking into this leg. You're going to turn this hip. You're going to turn with the draw hand. Here, okay? Okay, so we're here. Sorry, we're here. Ready? Couple more. Hitch, knee. One more. Hitch, knee. All right, now add Gyakuzuki to this. One count for each step. So one for the jump or punch, one for the block counter. Ready? Hitch, knee. Hitch, knee. Good. All right. Hitch. Punching. Getting dizzy? That's okay, Mike. Knee. Sit down so you don't fall over. There you go. Thank you. Hitch. Knee. Hitch. All right. So Dirk, that one's a punch. Then the next one is Uchuki Gyakuzuki. Ready? Knee. All right. Good. Hitch. Knee. Last one. Hitch. Knee. All right. Good. Any questions? All right. All right. So now we have one more from the big turn. So taking this all the way from this side all the way to the 270-degree mark, okay? So we talked about this. This involves hip rotation because we got to get all the way over there. This leg here has to get to that side of this foot here, okay? Notice if I leave this hip back here, see how much twist I have going the wrong way. I want to be turning this way. Okay, so that's the direction I got to send my body, and all my mass tends to be from just below my hips up to my shoulders. So all of this, if I can get this turning in the direction that I'm going to go move a lot faster. So from here, we're going to take this left leg forward, and we're going to rotate this way. What I want you to do is step, we'll do like hand shodan, okay? Just a downward block. Ready? Itch. And come back. Ready? Knee. And come back. Okay, so that squeeze of your thighs. When I am here, this front knee is coming into my back knee. This way. My foot is pivoting on the heel because I'm going to my back side, right? So from here, I'm pivoting and going this way. And I'm getting onto this leg. When I go that way, I need to sink into it and pivot. Sink into it, pivot. Okay? All right, here we go. Down block. Just down block right now. Itch. And back. Now, one of the challenges, too, is you don't want to have a full rotation. This needs to come through center and then step out. Watch. I'm going to get to here and then step straight out. I don't want to do this, where this leg goes way wide this way. Because then if I have all this centrifugal force, I'm going to have a tendency to fall out of it because I'm doing too much this way in the turn and not enough this way in the turn. So every turn you make should be trying to be initially rotation, but the finish should be a horizontal movement, so more linear. Okay, here we go. Down block. Hitch. And back. Knee. and back. So back leg comes through center and then steps out that way. Some, and back. She. One more. Go. All right, good. Now let's switch legs, do the other way. Let's see what you guys got going while I'm watching. Okay, ready? Itch. And back. All right, Mike, you're only going 180. Can you do 270? So like a hand shodan move from the last rising block, right leg forward, or actually we're now right leg forward. So right leg forward. So I want you to go all the way to your right. No, to your right from behind yourself. So moving your back leg all the way to the right. Ready. Let's see. Everybody's got their right leg forward, Dirk. There you go. So move over to your left a little bit so you can turn to your right. Okay, here we go. Down block to your left. Itch. There you go. Mary, no. Use your back leg. Use your back leg. Hand shodan turn. Now go back, right leg forward, going to your left. 2. That, hold on, sorry, to your right, going to your right, my mistake. Going to your right. Okay, 3. Mary, turn with your back side, 270 degrees, just like hand shodan. Okay, so if you want to get some acclimation, put yourself in a rising block, right leg forward. All right, hand shodan. Okay, that one. All right, here we go. It. And back. It. Okay, Dirk, again, same thing. First thing that happens is you let yourself cant a little bit forward. So really try and keep that buttocks tucked underneath as you turn. Thump. Back. She. Back. Andy, just a little bit of top movement, okay? Try and keep it taut. Think of tucking your underside up toward your belly button and holding that while you make your turn. She. That's better. Good. And last one. Go. All right. That was very fast movement, Higashis. I like that. Nice job. All right. Now let's do a different kata version of that. Same sort of thing. So one of the ones that we like to do has a uchiuke and a gyakuzuki, but in a back stance. So from here, squeeze. Okay. So this one in particular will really showcase whether if you're doing a lot of circular motion at the end of this, because if I've got a lot of circular motion trying to land in a back stance, I'm not going to be very stable. So I have to really focus on having linear at the very end of this one. So from here, I'm going to squeeze, bring this leg into the center, and then step out. Okay. Okay. So turning, uchiuke, gyakuzuki, both in a back stance. Ready? So left leg forward. Itch. Knee. Some. She. Go. All right, good. Other leg. I'm going to do it with you, and then I'm going to have you come back and do it again. All right. So turning backside again. Okay, turning backside, uchiuke, Gyakuzuki, both in back stance. Okay, make sure this hip is down when doing the Uchiuke so that this just has to come out. Okay, ready? Hitch. And back. Check your front knee as you're going this way. Make sure it's not collapsed. Knee. Thumb. She. Go. All right, good. All right. Take a second, walk around your room, relax a bit. We're going to do that one more time and then move on to Tekki Nidan. Anybody have any questions so far of that? Okay. Masa, be careful. Your back knee kind of collapses a little bit as you finish the turn. There it is. That's better. Much better. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So outside edge of the knee is about even with your big toe. Okay. Anything inside of that can be problematic for the knee. Yeah. So you don't want to bring the center of your knee to the center of your foot. That's not right. Okay, let's do that one more time and see if we can get some goodness coming out of this one. Okay, so everybody put your left leg forward. Okay. All right, so we're going to do kind of opposite of hand Shodan turn. So backside moving, Uchiuke, Gyakuzuki. Okay, really focus on getting turned and then stepping linear at the very end. So we're going to turn to your left with your backside turning to the left. Everybody left foot forward. Okay, so we're going to turn backwards over your right shoulder to the left, 270, back stance, Uchiuke, Gyakuzuki. Ready? Yep, exactly that, Miho. Good. Yep, that, Mike. All right, here we go. Itch. And back. Mike, face the camera before you make that turn. Left leg forward. Left leg forward. Good. So you're going to make a big 270-degree turn. Itch. Okay, Andy, get yourself into a back stance to kind of make it more challenging when you make that turn. Left leg forward, Mike. There you go. Thump. And back. One more. Chi. And back. So Mary, the backside's coming up as you make that turn. Okay, so there's a little bit of a lean forward as you start to make that turn. Okay, switch legs. Let's go the other way. Okay, so think of this kind of like kankudai, kankudai, where you do Uchiuke, Gyakuzuki, and then we'll do, then the next one would be Uchiuke 2 punches. Ready? Here we go. Itch. That's it, Dirk. When you do that Gyakuzuki, don't let that back knee collapse a little bit, okay? Keep that pressure rearward. Yes, there it is. Yep. Knee. Good. Check your width of your stance, Masa. It looked like it was a little bit wide on the back stance, okay? Thumb. Back stance, Andy. Yeah, a little bit straighter on the front leg. That's why it looks like it's a front stance. And back. Go. Ah, you caught yourself being more circular, didn't you? Okay, so back stance was on purpose, okay? Trying to really emphasize the linear nature of this turn. You still have to do linear at the very end. So you got to start it with rotation, stop the rotation and turning it into linear, moving straight out, okay? You don't necessarily have to bring your feet together, Andy. You do need to squeeze your thighs, okay? All right, let's do a couple more on this side. Ready? Itch. And one more. knee. All right, good. All right, take a short break. Let's do some Tekki Nidan after this. All right. If anybody has any questions or comments, floor is open. All right, let's come back. Yeah, I know, I'm a slave driver. All right, so the other day I had Ariane over for a private lesson. One of the things we talked about, because the whole class we worked on Basai Dai for him. And one of the things we talked about is taking the pieces kind of in phrases and working on the pieces of the kata as a phrase and then just drilling that over and over again. So that's kind of what I want to do today with the Tekki Nidan. We're going to take these phrases and work the kind of the dynamics and just the perfection of the direction of the techniques, all the angles, all the squeezing and body connections and so on, so we can take that, okay? All right, so the first phrase is going to be the step it up, go up and split, okay? That's just going to be the first phrase, okay? So from here, it's just a yoi. So from here, I'm going to bring this up and close my fists in the center and pull as I step across. Okay, so as I get to the step across, I'm just here. Okay, I'm just here. I'm not pulled out yet. Okay, this does not go past my breast. Okay, it just goes to here. So these start here and then pull. So as I step across, I'm looking, one, and then I pull and then go up, both elbows below the fists, and then split. Okay. So the split, this thing is here, this thing is here. Think of this as he's got me here. I'm going to take this and put it up into his neck. Okay, his head's going up here like this. Okay, his body's coming backwards because he's trying to get away from these knuckles here, or even these knuckles. Either way. Okay, I don't know if anybody's had this done to them, unless you're somebody like Ray Yi, who doesn't have any issue with that, because for some reason he's very unsusceptible to pressure points. This here raises them up. They find this real uncomfortable. So from here, then I'm going to lift my knee, hit him. This is going to come up over the top, going to grab and strike. Okay, here we go. Plus, Tekki Nidan. Itch, separate, up and down. Okay, again. Plus, itch, and back. Itch, and back. So notice, if I bring this arm way down here, I'm not really hitting their neck, right? So this needs to be a little bit higher, wrist about even with my neck level, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not trying to bring it down. I am trying to bring it down, but I don't want to bring it down into here, okay? Because I'm more interested in striking that way than this way, okay? Let's see what you guys got with this one a few times, okay? Itch. Keep going all the way. Neat. No. Okay, so we'll do 2 counts. 1 to here, 1 to here. Okay. Hitch. Knee. Separate and go. All right, so One thing I noticed too is don't stop on this part. Don't stop. This is a 1, 2. Okay, so don't go 1, 2, 3, and then go here like this. Okay, so make it dynamic and make it connected to the second technique. Okay, ready? Start again. Ich, knee. Okay, so mijo, don't forget to pull on knee and then go here. Okay. So the initial step over is quick, and then the sneak up on them and then go. Okay. Start again. Ich, knee. Good. All right, so Dirk, bend your elbow just a little bit on your right arm, okay? Yeah, there. Bend your elbow on that one. And bring your elbow down just a smidge. There you go, good. All right, here we go. Once again. So the other thing too, mijo, don't forget, don't hunch like this. Keep this nice and low, okay? Okay. Ich, knee. Okay, so now let's take that all into one movement, okay? You guys look like you've got it. All right, so all the way to here with one count. Ready? But all the pieces that we did should all still be managed, okay? Ich. Okay, so when you're doing this pull, that's your slow time, and you're still creeping, okay? So this first step is quick, then I'm creeping, okay? So that little bit of creeping is kind of like side eyes creep as you start pushing your hip forward. You're not quite ready to step yet right away, and then you go. So whenever you start feeling that, then you really go. So this knee comes up and then comes back out. Here we go, a couple more times. Ich. Once again, ich. And one more. Ich. All right, good. So, any questions on that? Andy, did you have one, or is that a thumbs up? Thumbs up. Okay. All right, so the next one, we are here. Okay. This one comes this way as I step. So the timing of this is as I step, notice I'm moving here. My hand doesn't really change too much from where I am. Notice the wrist is on the edge of that door wall or the door opening. That door opening's still here. So I'm moving to them and not pulling them to me. Okay, so I'm not pulling them to me and staying stationary. I'm moving to them so that I don't have to use my muscles against their muscles. Okay, so from here, okay, so I'm going to scoop. This thing is going to turn and scoop. Turn and scoop. This thing is going to go, this hand here is going to go into my elbow just below my elbow here. Okay, and I'm going to push this in. Okay, think of this as he's grabbed my hand and I'm going to do a luxation on it. Okay, it looks different in Shotokan than some of the other versions of it. Many of the other versions actually come around here and do this. Okay, you can picture me grabbing and ending up like that. Okay, by taking this around this way. And we do this type of move in Basai-dai too, right? Like this. So it's a little, it's done a little differently in this kata, but it's still that same sort of principle. Okay, so from here. So as I move, I'm going to step quick. 1, 2, push. So palm is up, and if I were doing this as just a strike, this would be striking groin area, okay? So maybe I'm still hanging on to this. I've got his hands here, and I'm going to shove this into their groin. Okay, all right, so back to here. I know, sorry, we're very bad people when we need to be. All right, here we go. 1, Okay, again. So again, this is on top. Fingers are on top, thumb is underneath. So back to here. Itch. Again. So as I bring my body, this all finishes together, pushes up together. Okay, again. Itch. And back. Again. Itch. Okay, so make sure this palm is facing up. Okay. So from here, I'm going to twist this. Twist this. Ready? Itch. Okay, one more. Last one. Now let's add the phrase from the first one. One, coming back the other way. Same sort of thing. And then this phrase again. Okay. Start again from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so eyes are this way on both moves in the direction, okay? Again, so everybody start on your far left side here. Ready? Itch. Knee. Some. Chi. Go. Okay, once again, from the beginning. Itch. Knee. All the way, Dirk, to the press. There you go. Itch. Knee. Some. Good. All right, once again, this time all the way through. I'm not going to count. I'm just going to say Hajime, and we'll go just to that point, okay? All right, Tekki Nidan. Hajime. All right, good. All right, so we'll do a couple more times. Be careful when you're here to not let this elbow turn up when you're trying to, as you're swinging this back. Don't bring it all the way up to here, all the way up, okay? Our kata by letter doesn't mean that it's not valid as a technique, but our letter is straight across, straight in, straight across, straight in. So from here, goes low and just pushes in. Okay, so don't let this elbow bend it all when you pull it back. Okay, so it's just here, 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 here. It's like a windshield wiper. Okay, and use your hip vibration. So from here, okay, hip vibration, drive in. Let's do it a few more times. Ready? Okay, and when you get to here, don't forget, pull and then go. And out, Dirk, bring those elbows touch, okay? Bring those elbows touch. Hajime. All right, Miho, your wrists are on the press part. Your wrists are getting well above your waistline. So keep it below your waistline, almost groin level, okay? Yeah, there you go. Yep. Okay, and then still have a little bit of this. And then when you separate, watch my elbows. Don't bring your elbows down. Just straight across. Straight across. Yep. So I'm just taking my shoulders and connecting them. So here I'm here inside. Okay, see my back? Now my back is going to tense. So my rhomboids are coming together. My scapulas are bringing my scapulas together. Okay. What do you got, Elaine?
You just answered it.
Oh, good. All right, I'm psychic too. Super sensei mode. All right, here we go. Let's do a couple more. Itch, all the way. Hajime. Ah, that went above your hip or your belt line. Keep that hand down. There you go, better. Good. Okay, Dirk, I like how strong you're moving side to side, okay? But there's a little slide going, and the back knee kind of follows the front knee. It needs to settle into a full kiba, press knees out, okay? Yeah. All right, let's do a couple more. Hajime. All right, it's looking good. One more, and then we'll move on to the next phrasing. Go. All right, Andy, don't let that wrist get above your belt when you make that push. Yeah, that. When you pull it back, don't let it come above the belt. Yeah, that low, yes. Keep going, keep going. Separate, there you go. And then up and down. Keep it low. Yes, there you go, good. All right, good. All right, so next phrasing. Anybody questions about that? We just did. Okay, this will be the last little phrasing here, and then we'll get into some stretching. We got about 5 more minutes. Okay, so from this last move here, okay, so we're gonna take our right hand, ball it up, left hand cover it up, okay? And then I'm gonna slide my left hand down so that my middle finger is on the wrist, okay? Then I'm gonna grab my fist as I start to lift and pull and then step across. So this can come just straight across, it can come down, okay? But this here, I'm holding this part of my pinky side into the palm of my hand, okay? I'm not grabbing the hand on this side, I'm keeping this here so I can pull and put this part on my chest, okay? And this needs to come in the center of my body, okay? So I'm gonna get close here so you guys can see, okay? So from here, we're down here, okay? So quick move, 1. Okay, so palm is vertical, holding the hand. Now I'm gonna rotate out to the right side, 2. Okay, 45 degrees. And from here, as I slide this up to the top and pull, I'm going to also lift my knee. My knee stays out here, okay? I've taken their head, swung them over here. They're like this. You can picture my knee going into the bad guy's chest right here, from here. Boom. Okay, so as I need him, he's going to come down even more. So I can take this and come down on top of him, or if I happen to have his arm here and a knee, I can take this and luxate on the arm like that. Okay, so back to here again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next part is this elbow stays and this rotates around this way. Okay, and then hook punch. Okay, so that phrase is pretty short, but we're fixing. So from here, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6. Okay, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, again. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's see what you got. So we're going to break it down like I just did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready? Here we go. Good kiba. Ichni. Samshi. Go. Okay, so I should be able to see, watch, my chest. Open, close. Without doing this, okay? Don't do this with your back and your chest. Don't do this, but definitely this, where it's going back and then forward again without changing your body line this way. Okay, from the back to the press with your fist to your left. Ready? It's neat. Sound sheet. Go rock. All right, Mary, you're forgetting the first pull from here. This needs to come here first, then here. Okay. Without this, you're not actually able to draw him in and move him over here. He's still over here. Okay, because I've got his arm here, right? Pressing this in. So I need to bring this in to here, then over to here. All right, here we go again. Hitch, knee thump, she squeeze, open head, over shoulders, go, close shoulders. Yep, good. Once again, last one. Hitch, sorry, hitch knee. Thumb sheet, go rock. All right, good. Now, Andy, when you do this, catch. This comes over the top. Folks have had different ways of teaching it, the way we do it. Doesn't mean the other stuff's wrong, but the way we do it. So from here, watch, this goes up, over, okay, pulls, and then hook punch. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, this way, 4. So go over the top. In Tekki Nidan, it goes underneath here, and also in Tekki Shodan. Okay, so both of those come from underneath. This one here is over the top, and then hook punch. Go look at some of the old JKA tapes. I think you'll see that's the way they do it. So it doesn't mean the other stuff's wrong. It's just we try and follow the JKA method. All right, so let's take this and do the whole kata. Okay, the next phrasing obviously is that Tekki Shodan, boom, boom, boom. Then we do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, boom, 1, 2, 3. So all that other stuff, yeah, you should already know. Okay, so let's try and do it all together, put the whole thing together. Same principles. All right, here we go. Let's Tekki Nidan. Itch. Knee. She. Go. Rock. Sitch. Hotch. Itch. Bring it in. Swing it over and knee up and elbow. Itch. Itch. Knee. Itch. And finish. Okay. One more time. I like that one. Now this time I'm not going to count. Just try and smooth it out yourself and see if you can feel my tempo as well. You don't necessarily have to do it the same speed as I do, but try and feel the tempo. Tekki Nidan. Hajime. All right, any questions on Tekki Nidan? I think we made a good dent in some of the details today. All right, let's get your mat again. All right. And I'm going to tip this down a bit so you can see everything. All right. So let's start with what we did the other day, which is legs wide. Okay. Bend at the waist and trying to put your hands down on the floor. Breathe into where the pain comes from the stretch. So mine's right here, kind of close to my glutes, right at the end of my hamstring. So do 2 breaths, just kind of holding your position, and then your next breath out, try and sink even lower. Here we go, sinking. So again, bringing the chest down, not your head. All right, so let's walk it over to our right. Kind of grab the ankle from the outside. Grab the shin with your left and press down. All right, up. Go to the other side. All right, good. And roll it up. Shake it out a little bit. All right. Now down on all hands and knees. Okay, if you got wrist issues, you can come down on your forearms. If you don't have any wrist issues, stay up here. This is actually pretty good too. So what I want you to do is do the camel, which is let the back twist down, and then the cat this way. Camel and cat. So keep your shoulders kind of over your wrists. Camel and back. And if you can, bring your head up and then bring your head down with it. So you're not necessarily tucking or pulling, you're just keeping it in line with the spine angle as it changes. All right, now bringing your elbows in, all the way touching your knees, okay? From here, we're going to start with our left arm, and we're gonna rotate inside of our body right here. Okay, so I'm not moving one way or the other. I'm just rotating kind of inside this sphere this tunnel that I'm in, and back. So tensing this into your rhomboids. 1 and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. Okay, let's do the other one. hitch, and back, knee, and back, sump, and back, and sheep, and back. All right, this next one, I wish I was better at it, and this is probably why I need to do it more often. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna actually extend the arm and rotate. Again, shoulders and right arm is gonna stay inside the tunnel that we're in. So here, all the way, and this time we're gonna shoot it underneath. Actually, sorry, bring this elbow a little bit more forward. So shoot this arm underneath and rotate. Now, bring it around and underneath. So really stretching the rhomboid area. You're stretching the shoulder. Stretching the rhomboid. Stretching the shoulder. One more. Underneath. And up. All right, other side. Ready? Start with underneath. One. This side's not that good. And back. Knee. Thumb. And back. Sheet. And back. All right, good. Last one, and we'll call it a day. Okay, so left leg out. Actually, we got two more, sorry. If you gotta go, go ahead. Just say goodbye. Grab your ball of your foot, straighten leg, bend at the waist, keeping your head up. All right, switch legs. Grab the ball of the foot. Can't grab ball of the foot, grab your ankle. Okay. Find whatever you can get some leverage with. Okay. If you struggle with that, even get a towel and wrap it around your instep and pull with the towel. Okay. All right, good. Now let's leave your right leg here. Take your left leg, put it over the top. Okay, just above the kneecap. Okay, it's gonna look like this. Okay, I'm gonna take and I'm gonna bring my right leg back, and I'm gonna push my chest toward my calf. Find that easy, bring that foot back and push it some more. Bring that hip forward more. All right, let it back out. Drop your left leg. Put your right leg over your kneecap. Bring your left leg in. Push your buttocks toward your ankle and press your shoulders toward your calf that's rotated here. 10 more seconds. All right, straighten your leg out. All right, so let's roll over under our belly side. Get up on all fours. Okay, bring one leg in, other leg in, and shake it out a little bit. All right, feet together. Plus. All right, great class today, folks. Thanks for coming. Hopefully you got a lot out of it. I'll send the video. Use this as some reference for you, okay? All right. Elaine, did you do any of those, hip stretch when you were having your hip issues?
I did, yes, I did all of those and more.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can imagine. Well, we don't have time for the and more, but you know, I'd be interested to see if you have maybe take a little short video of some of the ones you did that you found helpful, and
Sure.
we can incorporate it in, okay?
Okay,
All right, super.
will
All right,
do.
thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
All right, thanks.